Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I'm Flutter by Nessa, and today I want to do a sort of will I buy it or thoughts on recent releases sort of a thing. I have been saving some of the newest releases from that I see usually on Trendmood, and so I'll link her down below. Trendmood on Instagram, I should say. And I'm just going to go through some of the product releases that I have recently seen and tell you why I am or am not or already did get them. So let's jump into it. First, I see the Dose of Colors collab with, I guess the second one, with Desi and Kati. And I didn't get anything from the first one. It's just not really my style. It's much more neutral. And I love a good neutral look, but I also love color. And I'm not subscribed to Desi and Kati, and so I haven't seen their videos. I don't have any attachment to them. And so when they have a collab, I'm happy for them, and it's exciting and things, and it's fun to see how other people are responding to it and interested in it, but it's just not for me. The palette looks like a mix of neutral and fun, but the colors that are in the palette, and I'll put the picture right here, that's why I'm all scooted over. The colors that they have in there, I guess it's not really super crazy colors. You've got kind of a dirty gold, a blue, and an aqua gray, silver black thing, and mauve. And those are pretty, but they're almost glitters. It looks like they're glitters. And I struggle to make glitters work for me. They fall down a lot on my face, and I have not found a way to counterbalance that. And so it's just not for me. It looks like a beautiful palette, and I think if you are into that or you are a fan of Desi and Kati, then that would be interesting and exciting to check out. I know they also have lip products, and I do tend to like I have probably 2 or 3 different lip products from Dose of Colors, but they're all the liquid lips because I know Samantha March speaks very highly of those, so I wanted to try those, and I do really enjoy those. But it looks like these ones are more bullet lipstick. I'm not sure. And a gloss. Anyway, I don't need more lipsticks, and it's not something that super floats my boat, and so I'm going to pass over that too. The highlighters look gorgeous. So there's Chasing the Sun and Fuego, and they both look amazing, and I know that historically their highlighters have been just beautiful on the skin, but I'm okay without them. I don't need that for myself. And keep in mind that I recently did a haul, and I'll have that link down below too. So I used my points, and I got 20% off as well. And then just a little bit later, there was also a 10 times the points for platinum members, which I happen to be, because I like this stuff a lot. So I ended up getting like hairspray and a bunch of stuff there. But so I have satisfied my need for new things for now. We'll see if anything catches my attention and makes me eat my words in a minute here. But for now, I'm feeling pretty satiated. So this might be just a quick rundown of my thoughts, and not so much whether or not I'm buying all the things, because I already did that. So next I see glitters from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And again, I just said glitters aren't really my thing. I am not super artistically inclined, and being able to figure out and use them in interesting ways. And I also don't have time for that. I have 4 kids, and I have, my family to take care of and other priorities. So I admire those people who can use glitters and make them look amazing. It's just not going to make sense for me to get them. And they're also releasing a glitter adhesive, which is smart because then it makes the glitters usable. But I'm not getting the glitter, so I don't need the adhesive. Okay, the Colourpop collab with Disney for the princesses is beautiful, and I would have gotten the Ariel lipstick, but that of course sold out first, and by the time I got there it was gone, and when it was restocked it was gone again. So I'm not going to get that. I have people that I know that would love this princess collection, and so I'm keeping my eye on it, but I don't need that neutrals palette, and the lipstick I wanted is gone. And I don't really need the Super Shock shadows. I don't reach for them very often. The extra effort it takes to get them out and to store them and everything, I just find it harder to use them, and so I'm not going to grab any of those. I like the ones that I have. I have the collab from Kathleen Lights and one from CoffeeWithDani, I think. And I like both of those. I just don't find myself reaching for them very often, so it wouldn't make sense for me to get another one of them or another set of them. Let's see. Oh, if you watched my haul, you know that I did end up getting the Morphe sorry, I said that last time too. The Morphe Boss Mood, and mainly what I wanted were the 2 top rows there as far as the greens were going, because I'm really feeling the greens right now. And the kind of yellowy green that they have is different from other greens that I have. I find that usually greens are more like a forest green or a tealy green, and so I like the amount of yellow that these greens have. And I used these in my empties video recently, and I'll link that one down below. So moving right along, let's go. There's, Nabla Cosmetics. I really want to try something from Nabla. I think that they have beautiful shadows. I hear good things from people, and I appreciate that they have started live swatching a lot of their colors, because they had a set of colors one time. I don't remember which palette it was, like the first one that they came out with, and it looked like the colors had been photoshopped on each arm. And I know that when you put the same color on different skin tones, those skin tones absorb different aspects of that color, and so they look different on the skin. And all of the swatches for that palette looked exactly the same on every skin tone, so I was highly skeptical. I didn't end up getting that one, but they have started doing live swatches, and I really appreciate that. And the colors do look amazing, and any of the reviews that I've heard sound really positive. And so one of these days I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to get something from Nabla Cosmetics, because their stuff looks beautiful. Let's see. Marc Jacob Beauty, or Marc Beauty, I guess is what it is, has a holiday collection, and they have, it looks like a highlight, I guess. It's called the Omega Glaze All Over Foil Luminizer for $49. I'm not going to use this. I don't generally highlight my clavicle or collarbone or anything. And it's a very large pen to be used for just the eyes or just a highlighter, and it looks quite large. It's large pen. Anyway, and it looks quite gold. I have gold highlighters that I like. I'm going to pass on that one. I don't have anything from Marc Jacobs in that vein just now, but the bronzer that everybody talks about, the Tantastic, sounds intriguing, but I have lots of bronzers right now in my collection that I like, so I don't feel super tempted. Okay, moving along to the Anastasia Sultry palette. I saved this one a while ago, thinking that it looks pretty, but you probably don't need that. But if you saw my haul, again, I did end up picking this one up, and again, I got some of the palettes that I got, I probably would not have purchased if I had not been using points. But I really like eyeshadows, and these are palettes that I looked at and was like, oh, if I had that, I would totally use it, but I probably shouldn't buy it. But, you know, I was weak because I had points, and so I have it, and I'm excited to try it and to swatch it and to experiment with it. I like that the shimmers are very light. I feel like it has a great impact, and all of the reviews that I've seen on this one of people who have actually gone out and purchased it, they really like it. And you have to go in knowing that it's going to be a certain look that you're going for with this, but if you do that, then I think you're going to enjoy it. I haven't heard anyone who said they were disappointed with it. So moving along, let's see. Okay, Viseart is coming out with, or has come out with, the Libertine eyeshadow palette. And it's more colorful, and it's quite shimmery. And it caught my attention because it's a smaller palette. But I think I have all of the colors in here, basically. Between Juvia's Place and Urban Decay and neutral palettes, I think I have these colors. And Viseart is expensive. A 9-pan palette for $49. I can't quite get on board with that. And so I'm going to pass over this one. Oh, let's see. There's a City Tilbury makeup coming out. It's the Stars in Your Eyeshadows. And this, while it looks beautiful, it is quite neutral. And I remember seeing Samantha March get one of their previous ones. Ooh, actually, I don't know if it was City Tilbury or if it was Lancome. Either way, it was close enough to what this palette looks like, and it was not wow enough that I saw this and I was like, oh, that's pretty. I'm not getting it. So moving on from there, the Gemini palette came back from Nabla Cosmetics, and I would love to try this one. This is actually, I think, where my hankering for a green shadow came from, because the green in this one is beautiful, and it's paired with these really pretty, like mustardy and orangey sort of colors. But I am over it, and I have my Boss Mood palette to give me all the greens I could want, and I don't think I need that one. Plus, it was a little bit expensive. It's, yeah, like $58 for one palette, so not getting that. The Fenty Beauty has blusher, bronzer maybe? We're not quite sure. Well, that was a while ago. It's probably out, let's be honest, but I'm not going to get that. I have the one that came in the mini that came with the gloss as well, that original gloss, and it's beautiful, but I have a lot of highlighters. I'm not going to get another blusher highlighter right now. One of these days, I do want to try one of the Master Chrome by Face Studio from Maybelline highlighters, because they sound beautiful. Anyone that I've heard talk about them or review them really likes them, but I don't, like I said, I have a lot of highlighters, and so I just can't bring myself to buy one right now. But one of these days, I am interested. I'd like to try that one. So let's see. Kevin Aquan has a holiday palette coming out. Again, this is another one that's pretty neutral. It has a purpley taupe in it that looks interesting to me, that I think I would enjoy, but I don't really need the rose colored shadow in there, and the super like yellowy orangey gold. I just have so many of those colors right now that I need to actually get some use out of, that I am not going to do. I'm not going to be getting that one. Also, Kevin Aquan is quite pricey. I've been able to get myself to buy like the mini of the highlight and contour, and I do really enjoy that, but I'm not hitting pan on those, so I'm not concerned about getting a bigger one. The Natasha Denona palette that came out, the newest mini, the Mini Star, I would love to get this one, honestly, but I don't think that it has a color in there that I don't already have in another formula. And while I would love to try this one, I have my Paradise palette, my Tropical, excuse me, and I really like that one, but I'm not, again, I'm feeling very satiated right now, so I'm not stressed about that. I don't think I'm going to pick up any of the Color Theory palettes from Persona Cosmetics. I think they're a great idea, and they look like a cool idea, but I have a lot of makeup. I think that I could either dupe it or just take the idea and be really happy with that. Okay, something that looks really beautiful that I'm not getting, but that I have seen, I think, is it Elle that really loves this one? It's the Natasha Denona Gold eyeshadow palette, and she's done a ton of, Elle has done a ton of looks with this one, and they're all beautiful, and the palette looks really pretty, but pretty repetitive as well, and I know that Elle has used it to great effect, and it looks amazing and stuff, but again, it's Natasha Denona, so it's not cheap. It's not even moderate. It's the price is up there. It's really pricey. It's, you know, over $100, $130, something like that. So I'm also not getting the Huda Beauty New, what is it? New Nude palette. It looks beautiful. I'll be honest. This one looks amazing, but it's a bigger palette, and I need to use the palettes that I have. So if that one were given to me, I would be excited, and I would try it out, and I would, I think, enjoy it, but I'm not going to be buying it. Elle Cosmetics has an Opposites Attract palette coming out. Now, they recently had their other one that had the cool tone side and the warm tone side, and this one is more of a neutrals, so I immediately knew that I didn't need the first one, and I don't need this one. I've heard good things about the formula, but I don't feel like I need it. I'm not missing out. I am also not going to be getting the Collab from Besame Cosmetics. I think the eyeshadow palette looks cute. The colors look interesting to me, but the packaging on this one looks like it is meant to appeal to kids who are into Peter Pan, because this is a Peter Pan collab with them, and it is focused on the Mermaid Lagoon. But the packaging itself looks like that animation style, which is cute, but it's like little girl, little kid cute, and so it's just not my style. I'm happy without it. It looks like it'll be fun, and I hope if any of you have gotten it, just, you know, let me know what you think of it and if you enjoy it and if I missed out. Okay, I think we're coming up here. We're going to wrap up here soon. But Too Faced now has the, I don't know if it's out already, Too Faced Pretty Rich collection. And the palette, it looks really pretty, but again, I think it's warm tones and it's glitter shadows, and I'm excited to see reviews on it. I'm curious to see what people actually think, because people have pretty strong opinions on it right now, just seeing the promos. And I think it's pretty, but I don't think the colors are screaming out to me just for myself. And so I'm curious to see reviews on it, to see what people actually think of it. Now here's one from Tarte. If you saw my recent Tarte video, my Tarte collection video, I'll link that one down below too. But I went through and tried to see how much overlap I had with all the Tarte items that I have. And surprisingly, there's really not that much overlap. And I have several palettes. One palette that I forgot to mention, and I had to just put in the description box below, is the Mermaid palette, the one that comes in a shell. See, now that shell from Tarte, that one spoke to me. It's the color that I love. It's kind of like the color in my eyes right now. And it had little seashell pans in there for the colors, and I just really liked it. Everything about that spoke to me. I got it. I love it. I enjoy it, and I'm happy to have it. But even that has the colors are quite unique from within the palettes, from within the brand that I have. And so they're coming out now with a colorful palette, very colorful for them. And what's it called? Oh, it's a Tarteist Pro Remix. I did not get the first Tarteist Pro. The reviews weren't good enough for me to think that I needed it in my collection. And I've walked past it, I don't know, hundreds of times now, just whenever I walk into the store and I see it and I've swatched it, and it just has never really called out to me. Now this one, you can see that it has much more variety in the finishes of the shadows. I believe in the first one, all 16 square pans were matte, and then it was just the 4 round pans on the end that had an impact color in them and had some shine to them. This one looks like it's kind of mixed throughout, and while the colors do look interesting, I'm curious to see it in store and swatch it and hear reviews on it, because like I said, generally Tarte sticks to a more neutral sort of color scheme. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. For now, I don't think I need it in my collection, but it looks pretty and I don't hate the packaging. We'll see. Now, here's a company that I don't know which one this is. It is the Urban Collection, Urban Bible eyeshadow palette. Is it Urban Rebel or is it, I can't tell. So Sue by Suzanne Jackson and Khalid MUA. I don't really know. The palette looks interesting and it looks like it's kind of fun. I'm not going to get it because it looks like a European brand, and usually shipping is a lot more. Just like vice versa, they have a much harder time getting US made brands. Some of them are readily available over there, but a lot of times it costs a lot more, and it makes it harder for them to get access to. So it's cool that they have this one and that it's coming out over there. These are beautiful colors. Half the palette looks pretty neutral or smoky, and the other half looks pretty colorful. I probably wouldn't get it even if it were here, but it does look pretty and it's intriguing. I think that's everything that I have right now. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to go run out and buy anything else just yet. Mostly right now, I'm just happy with the things that I've got. Like I said, I'll link my hauls down below and you can go check those out and see what I got. And I also have a video talking about just palettes that I've collected over the year, basically, not just the summer, the year. And so when you see those, you'll understand why I'm feeling not too bad. I'm not too shabby. I don't feel like I need to go out and buy all the things. I've got a lot of things to go through already, and I'm happy with what I have, and I'm excited to be digging into it. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead and give this a thumbs up if you like these kind of talk through it, figure out how you're feeling about it, make decisions on the spot videos, and then subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to see you again, and I hope you have an excellent day. Bye!